everyone, thank you so much for joining with me today. Today, I thought I would talk to you about how to set goals the right way so that you can achieve them faster. Now, there are so many times when we have goals but we do not know what timeline to set and how to set our timelines and what is the next step after we've decided on our goals. So I thought I would just give few tips on how to achieve and how to help you achieve your goals this year. The first and foremost thing is to write them down. Now, this comes from the word of God. In Habakkuk 2:2, it said that, write the vision and make it plain. So it tells about the importance of writing the vision or the goals that the Lord has given to us on a piece of paper so that it is easily understood by us and by anyone who sees our goals. So it's important for us to write them down. So I just want to give an example of how important it is to have goals written down, or how important it is to have written goals compared to goals that are just in your mind and not on a piece of paper. So in 1963, a group of behavioral scientists conducted experiments among the graduating class of the business Harvard School. So they asked the graduates if any of them had goals written down, if any of them had their goals written down on a piece of paper, and if they had those goals with them. And only 3% said that they had goals written down, all their goals they had for their life, for their future. They said that they had them with them, and only 3% said that they had goals. So 25 years later, these scientists met with those graduating class again, and they wanted to see how they were doing in their career and in their life. And they found out that those 3% who had written down their goals, they were much more successful compared to those 97% who didn't have their goals written down. They found that the net worth of these 3% who've written their goals is much more than the 97% of those who didn't have their goals written down combined. And they also found that these 3% of them who had their goals written down, they were much more happier, healthier, and much more calm and much more peaceful compared to those who didn't have their goals written. Now, I want to believe that this story which I just told you is true, and it can be true for you and me as well. So writing down goals is the first and foremost thing that we must do. And it's written in the Bible also that we must write the vision and make it plain. So the first thing you must do is to take a piece of paper, take a pen and write down your goals. So that's the first thing in goal setting. Write your goals down. The second thing is to remember to have only a limited set or a limited number of goals. If you have too many goals, you're going to get flustered, you're going to get confused as to which one is more important. You'll not be able to prioritize your goals, and you will end up achieving none. So it's important to set goals around 5 to 7 or 7 to 10. 10 is the maximum. Do not exceed 10 goals per year. So that's the second one. Do not have too many goals. The third thing to remember is to be specific about your goals. Now, there's a statement which says that vague goals produce vague results. Now, we do not want vague results. We want specific results. So for that, we need to be specific about our goals. Most of the time, we set goals like, I want to lose weight, I want to study more, I want to get closer to God, I want to exercise more, I want to get a hobby, and I want to save money. Now, these are all vague goals. Being specific is saying that you want to lose 10 kgs of weight in the coming 1 year, or you want to study every 2 hours per day, or it is to say that you are going to go to gym every day for 1 hour. Now that's being specific. So when you are specific, you will be able to measure your progress. So now that's the next thing. You should be able to measure your progress. So if you have a specific goal, and then if you're able to measure, it will be easier for you to track your progress. So let's say you want to lose 12 kgs of weight in the next 12 months. You will be able to track your progress that every one month you're going to lose 1 kg of weight. Now you're able to measure your progress, and that's another important thing that you must do. You should measure your progress every month. And the next important tip is to remember to have goals which are attainable. There's a saying that we overestimate what we can do in 1 year and underestimate what we can do in the next 5 years. So we tend to have too many goals. We tend to set goals which are unrealistic. Now, I'm not asking you not to dream big or not to have big goals for your life. But what I'm trying to say is that if you have 1 year goals, don't be unrealistic about them. If you're starting a business now, today, you cannot expect it to have crores of rupees of turnover by the end of 6 months. It is possible, but sometimes we might get disappointed if that doesn't happen, because every startup or every business that you start will take some time, right? You cannot become a doctor in 6 months' time. It takes 6 years to become a doctor. And the same thing goes with anything that you have, any goal that you have in your mind. For example, if you want to lose weight, you cannot lose 12 kgs of weight in a month. It's not advisable also to lose 12 kgs of weight in a month. So it's gradual and it's progressive. So you have to have goals which are attainable and which are realistic. So you can have goals that you want to lose 12 kgs of weight in the next 12 months, or you want to have crores of rupees of turnover in the next 3 to 5 years. You can have long-term goals for businesses which you know will take time. Now, all these goals which take time, you can set them apart as your long-term goals, and you can work on them slowly to attain them by the end of 5 years or by the end of 3 years. And the next thing to remember is to break your goals down. For example, you can break your goals down into, let's say you want to achieve goals by the end of December. You make sure that you're able to track the progress every 1 month and every week, so that it gives you motivation to move towards. So if your goal is to reduce 12 kgs of weight in the next 12 months, what you can do is that every month you're going to lose 1 kg of weight. So you're going to exercise, you're going to maintain your diet, and you're going to check your weight at the end of 1 month and see your progress. Or you can also break it down and check your weight every 2 weeks. You can check your progress every 2 weeks, so that gives you a motivation to move towards your goal. I just want to conclude by saying that having written goals doesn't mean that you're going to achieve all your goals. And if you were to even have the right way, even if you set the goals the right way, doesn't mean that you would achieve your goals. Because most of the time it depends on our mood, on our motivation, if we have motivation or not, if we feel like doing the things that are important to us or not. So it depends on all that. But what I'm trying to tell you is that motivate yourself, because as I've said in the previous video, we have to give an account of our life to God. So it's important for us to work on our well-being and to work for the glory of God. I really hope that this video has encouraged you all to set goals the right way, and if it did, I really hope that you'd consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you.